Hey, Tony Gaskins here, Car Chronicles. Car Chronicles and Small Business Saturday. You know, one thing I've learned is about balance. And the reason why I'm, strict on this and really serious on this here journey of balance is because I noticed that a lot of times when we in business, that's what we focus on mostly. And we focus so hard on business and we forget what really matters. We forget what really matters, and we get to a place to where it's just all about business. And you're in this grind season and you give your children, you're behind the kids, and you let your family fall apart. And one thing that I've been very intentional about, I don't get all the sleep that I could get. Reason being is because at night when everything quiet, that's when my mind really go to working, and some of my best creations have come late at night when my family is at rest. So it's kind of like I work when they resting. But finding a balance to where I can coach clients, do YouTube videos, and then shut it down, go to a soccer game, and then come back from a soccer game, do dinner or soccer practice, and then maybe do some more work if I have something that night, a call or a video or a live or something like that. And get into that place to where in the course of a day, you able to put everything together. So for example, give you a real life example. Today, I slept in, got me some rest because I was up last night studying till about 1. Slept in, got me a little rest. Took my son, we went to my youngest son baseball game. Right after the baseball game, now I'm on my honey-do list. So honey-do this, honey-do that. For those y'all don't know the term. But just went to the tailors to pick up my wife stuff that she had hemmed or whatever you do, pulled in the waist. And right now I'm working for you. So I'm doing a Small Business Saturday talking about balancing the dream and the job, and balancing work and life, work-life balance. And right now I'm working for you, but I'm riding, I'm driving. That's why I'm not looking at you. Picking up for my wife, and after I get this tailoring, I'm about to pull in here to Starbucks and get her an iced caramel macchiato with an extra shot. And then when I get home, I got the shower and we getting ready to go do some family pictures. And then after those family pictures, we'll shoot back home and drop the kids off to my mother-in-law, and then turn around and me and my wife going on our date night. And then after date night, we'll come back, pick up the kids, go home, get them ready for bed, go on to bed. So now you see is I ain't take my whole Saturday to say, look, I'm gonna sit and write a book all day. I'm gonna sit and work, do my clients' work all day. I'm gonna sit and do YouTube all day. No, get a game in, get a family picture in, get a date night with my wife, and get a video in on balance. So that's how life looks. And for me, that's important. And I feel like that has added to my success. And really because I look around and I see so many men, they so overworked. They never get to go to their sons' games, and their eyes bloodshot red, and the bags look like little baseballs under the eyes. And I got naturally baggy eyes, set eyes, because my baby boy eyes just like mine under the eye. Just a little natural thing we have. But I noticed that, and I said to myself, I said, man, I don't want to be one of those people that could work and make money but not make time for my family. So while you on your grind, make sure you don't forget what really matters, and that you know what really matters, and that you could balance. Hey, this is Tony Gaskins. God bless you. I might get another video in later or upload one of the ones I got in the can. See, I be shooting videos and I ain't even upload them yet, but we'll talk soon. Hey, I'm out of Starbucks, so I need to hop back on here. Because now listen, you gotta find a season. You gotta know your season that you in. So sometimes you're gonna be in a season of work to where you really focus on work and you giving a lot of your time to work. And you still balancing, but in all your free time, you grinding. You working on your business plan, you know, your color scheme for your logo, your services, your offerings, your pricing structure, your marketing ideas, and you're really sitting still, you're meditating, you're allowing just your mind to roam free and be creative. You're in a creative zone. And then when you're in that zone, you may do that, but if you got kids or a significant other, you gotta give that time. So it may be 30 minutes of playtime, just strictly playtime with your kids, or talk time, or having a little snack or dinner, or an hour if you can do it, an hour. But now what you got to realize is this just a season, okay? Don't get stuck there. It's a season. So don't be there and then you like that for 3 years. When that work time, that might be at the most a month or two. And from there, you go back into more balance and you having a little bit more time with your significant other or your child or whatever it may be, whoever it may be. And you really got to get into that space. You know, you got to know what seasons you in. And then there's a season where it's mostly family time, to where you dedicate a strong hour to just your brand, and then in your free time you with your significant other or your children. And understand that it's multiple seasons in a year, and seasons change. It's not always the same season. So you got to understand that. You got to realize that. And you got to be okay with that and be able to pivot, you know, and shift seasons when you need to. So get to that place to where, and this is what balance is. And a lot of times, you know, people say balance don't exist. No, it exists. You could do more than one thing. You could do multiple things in a day. And a lot of times, you know, I'm moving so fast, like last night or the night before. I think maybe it was last night. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday I was at my oldest son's soccer game. I had been I had to go get my hair cut. You know, I've been looking like, you know, the prodigal son lately. But I went and got me a haircut, and I had to do a couple calls, and then I went to my son's game. And I was running, you know, I met up with my wife, and I had forgot to eat, got me something to eat, sat at the park and ate, and then waited till my youngest son got out of school. My wife picked him up. Then I met up with them, and then we swung through and to get them something to eat, and then we headed to my oldest son's game. And then after that game, we was in 2 different vehicles, so we drove back to where I met my wife at and got in my vehicle, and then I went to a car lot, still looking for a car, you know, for my partner, for my friend. Went to a car lot, looked at what they had while my wife went on home to get the boys ready for bed. And so in the same day, I worked for me, for my business, my purpose. I went and worked for my family, served my family, went to my son's game, my oldest son's game, left the game, and then went to serve somebody else. Went to try to be a blessing to my partner, looking for a car for him. And then got home and then had family time with my wife, had time with my wife. So after the boys went to bed. So I say that to say, in your day, you just have to give your day direction. And remember, it's not a lack of time. It's not a lack of time, it's a lack of direction. And so everything, and when you start to do this and you give everything its space, you realize that God did not make a mistake when he gave us 24 hours in a day. It's just a lot of time we let hours get by and we don't realize what we're doing. We just scrolling online, or we not feeding our mind. We just scrolling, or we just sitting there staring out the window. We just twiddling our thumbs. You know, we doing something and time slipping away and you don't even realize what you was doing. You riding in the car and you're not listening to nothing to feed your mind, or you're not thinking, if it's quiet, thinking on what you need to be doing in the business that you working on, the brand you trying to build. So you got to think about that. And this is where balance starts to come in, to where you can do multiple things in a day, where you can serve God, you can work in your business, you can be there for your friends and family, and you can have time to yourself. So, hey, this is Tony Gaston. God bless you. We'll talk soon.